Hello, to the. Oh wait, my microphone's not straight. Hello to the few people who may or may not be watching it right now. At the current moment, I have 0 watchers because I literally just put this thing up on Tumblr. So of course, no one's going to notice. But today, I am going to try to make a website. I am also kind of sort of in a room with a lot of people, so I'm not going to be like too loud today. So yeah. Anyways, first things first. Let's see if and I'm waiting. Just to be clear, I've not opened this software in over a year, so I'm kind of trying to get back into the way of things, so to speak. $900 files because it's 900 frames. This is all something that I pre-rendered from After Effects not too long ago. This is a great way of starting a stream. Okay, almost done loading. And we have it. Oh dear. I'm going to have to press this. As you can see, this is an animated glitchy moon. Pre-rendered in After Effects. There's a NASA image of a moon, as well as some artwork that I've made in the past. I forgot about this part because apparently you're not supposed to use so many frames, but you know what? That's what I do. And you know what? I really want to use all these frames. Well, maybe I don't need all of it. See, told you I haven't exactly been on this for a long while. There, let's see if that should be enough. If no. What was it that I was supposed to do to what was it I was supposed to do to animate this? I know you were supposed to. Oh, oops. Okay, I already see what I did wrong. I'm gonna put that over here because I don't really want to like do anything too much with that. But I just had a regular frame open. I didn't have it as a slideshow, so let's try to. And so we don't have to go through all. Let's just use 120 images instead of the entire thing. Well, 121, big deal. The thing is kind of on a random loop anyway, so it's not really going to. Not a loop. Loop's not the right word. It plays kind of randomly, is my point. Let's see, will that. Okay, so we have something. Okay, we have something. Now, how are you supposed to animate this? Was there a thing that I was supposed to use? Okay. Effects. I know I'm not supposed to pin. Like I said, all this is just coming back to me, so I'm trying to remember how it's supposed to work. Hold on. I'm gonna Google this. How to animate slideshows in Adobe Muse. Slideshow options in Adobe Muse. See if that brings up anything. It's a widget. Where? long. There are not any options. See, I know we had it earlier because when you do a you put in a blank slideshow over here, it gives you it, but I totally, absolutely, completely forgot how to animate this. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to edit. Wait. Okay, I know we don't need that. The method and edit, cut. Wait. Okay, there it is. Layers. I'm gonna put this on layer 2. Edit, paste in place, and we have it back. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open Photoshop. And I'm going to try to do something that I totally, actually, in fact, know what to do. Whoa, that's huge. Wow, that's huge. I actually don't need that, so I'm going to just take that out. Why is Photoshop so big? That's weird. Anyways, file, new. You can't change that to pixels. 1080. And the height can be something a little bit larger than 720. So let's say 800, resolution 300. Okay, and I think we are good to go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a space background. So just gotta change that black, and I'm going to go look up some NASA images of stars. So I'm just gonna go to the website. And let's see what we can get. Galleries, image galleries, and stars. Oh, that was stupid. That's the photos on Flickr. Maybe that'll work. Not exactly what I need. So let's look over here. Okay, let's see. Let's use that. Edit. Paste. There's a lot of good things here. I do not need this spiral, so I'm going to surround it. Select mask. Feather. That should be good enough. Edit. Cut. Now let's make that just a tad bit bigger. Now, obviously, we have a huge hole there, but we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that. The excuse me. Let's go back and see the case of the missing. That's a little blurrier, so maybe not. That's really pretty. Maybe. Oh, I kind of want to use this a little bit more. And see, that's actually going to be a little bit easier. I think I've actually used this other image before, so I'm just going to go ahead and paste that instead, because that one's prettier. Now, we still have that issue of the big, galaxy in the middle. So let's select the mask, feather, edit, cut. And yeah, we still have that big thing in the middle. So back over here. Not many stars in that one. No stars at all. There's actually a good area over here and over here that I'm going to cut out. Select the mask, feather, just a little bit, edit, cut, edit, paste special, paste in place, window, layers. Okay, just brought up the layers panel. You can't see it, but I can. Yeah, I'll put it over here because this thing is huge. And let's also use a little bit. Select. Oh. Select mask, feather, edit, cut, edit, paste special, paste in place. Hmm. And I think that should give us enough material to, we're gonna use the clone tool and try to fill out some of that space. Let's see if we can, let's see if we can image adjustments, brightness and contrast, see if we can maybe match the colors a little bit more. That's a little bit closer. And here, merge layers. And now let's go to the clone tool. Let's make that a little bit bigger. Okay, now let's fix some of the other things. Gonna do a little bit of painting over here. This is all going to be blurred out later, so no one's going to, notice or care. But, there are still things that have to be done. Let's use a bigger brush. Then over here. Filter. Blur. Gaussian blur. Overlay? No, not overlay. Is there another way? Let's try this. Merge them. Then we go back to the clone tool. Maybe what might be a good thing is to kind of make that entire thing kind of sort of this color. Yeah, that's working. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur, because and then maybe let's change the brightness and contrast. That works. That's really nice. And then there is also the matter that I have to do. To get rid of that. The the thing NASA images are automatically put into the public domain, so the credit is necessary. Plus, it's going to mess with the design that I'm going for. What could go on a little bit over here is I can maybe do something a little bit more filter, blur, Gaussian blur. That looks a little better. What happens if I put on overlay? Overlay makes it worse. Screen versus lighten. I like screen better. Out of curiosity, I'm going to see what it looks like in black and white. Maybe, maybe not. Nah. Now, I will change the hue a little bit so it's more original. Let's make it, okay, green, no, purple. Perfect. That seems to be working. And one last thing that I need to do. Yeah. Wrong color. Select. Deselect. Filter. Blur. Motion blur. Make that face up. Down. That way, for on the actual website, we actually have kind of a little bit of a transition. So that's totally black, and I can make the rest of everything black as well. So that seems to be where that's going. Let's I'm going to go ahead and stop the screen sharing for a second while I save it. File. I am going to call this space. No, PSD. Save. Okay. Actually, if I recall from my class correctly, you're supposed to save it as a JPEG or PNG. So let's do that. I'm gonna just turn it into a JPG. Save. Large file. Okay. Now let's turn the screen sharing back on. As you can see, I am back on the moon thing. So I am going to go ahead and drag over my space field. That seems to be, that looks pretty good right now. Now, now's the matter. We have to put some text in this, and we have to put some text in this, and we have to and then we have to put some buttons in it. I'm gonna make the buttons in Illustrator. I don't really want to do that right now, personally. Let's start with the title, and I just kind of want the title to be up here. So let me go back to layers, add another layer. VNLIDHTENED ROBOT, and let's change that to white. And do we have Steelfish on here? Yes, we have Steelfish. I don't have to download it. Thank God. That's not the outline. Not the outline. Regular. Line robot. Okay, so there's that. How do you get the moon to animate? This looks like a job for Google again. How to animate a slideshow in Adobe Muse. No, this time to charge. I don't want to start animate. I was able to do this before. I don't want to use Adobe Animate. I've never used Adobe Animate ever. And scroll effects to animations. I don't want to use YouTube. I hate YouTube tutorials. No. That requires something to download. Hold on. See, where? I know when I bring in. There's something I'm missing. Oh, there it is. There it is. We got it. We got it. So. 3 seconds. Autoplay. Play once. No, I don't want to play once. Changing speed. 0. Now let's preview this. It's animated. There's a few glitches going on, but no, it's animated. That's good. Okay, so let's. Still not fast enough. That's as fast as it'll go. Now, what was I supposed to do to... Turn on pin to left center. What does that do? Preview. Better. I think what we can do is, first off... What? No, that's not what I needed. Oh dear. Let's see if I can get that back up. That's a little bit of a problem. Dear God. Oh. They recovered. That can go away. So let's... So let's preview it one more time. Well, not one more time. We're going to be previewing it quite a bit. But no, that's cool. We have the glitch. We have the glitchy moon working just as we needed it to. There was a way to there's a way to like set a background. I remember. I should go ahead and rename this. So I'm going to type to. Let's rename that. Write it in the robot title. Moon. And space field. Hold on a second. I am going to reblog my thing because I still had nobody watching. Okay, reblogged it. I think I might be doing something wrong with the background. So, see, and that does something I actually kind of want. Let's make that black. That can just go away. No, I want the entire thing to go away. There. Maybe page. Edit. File. Well, here's what it looks like in the browser, but it still has that white border that I don't want. Okay, so man, I really wish I remember. Hold on. I think I might have an issue. It might just be with the size of my screen. So, how big standard screen? I'm gonna put laptop screen. In pixels. 15. Wait. Let's see what that does. See, it's still doing that. Hold on. This calls for Google once again. Resize. Do you have it? If you make the rectangle touch the far edge of the canvas area, it will span with width or resize with the browser. So touching page. Oh my file. Preview page in browser. No, and for some reason it decided to open it up in freaking Explorer instead of Chrome like I usually want it. Let's do like an obscenely large number. Whoa, what the heck? That's not object. Wait. That could explain a lot though. edit, create file, previous same browser. Hold on. Here's what I'm gonna do. Use site. Let's do 5. Minimum width 720. Okay. Now let's that's not what I want to do. Still not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's see what's going on right now. Loading 900 files. Let's see what happens with this. Oh my God. I forgot I had a Coke. Almost there. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, boy. You can do it. You can do it. And a minute now. Well, Muse did not like that. Muse did not like that at all. This is what I get for trying to for trying to import trying to import 900 images. 130 images. "131 images. I guess the first file started with a what's called with a 0 or something, and that's probably why it's not doing it right. Okay, so that seems to be working out right. So let's go ahead and previous site in browser. That is very strange. I have no idea why it's clipping like that. The animation actually looks even better though. Let's get rid of that one because this one seems to be the one that's working. See, it's still clipping. Oh, you know what? It might be. Now let's see what it does. That is bizarre. Okay, so now I made it super long. Actually, this one doesn't necessarily need to resize with everything. So let's see how that looks. Let's get rid of the moon. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to go back to the PSD that I made earlier. Image size, or image canvas size. Image canvas size. And see, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a little fade to black. to both sides. So fill bucket, select, deselect, filter, blur, motion blur. And let's layer, duplicate layer. Okay, now Photoshop is doing something funky. But space field 2. Wait, cancel. File, save as. Space field 2. Large file. Okay. Now let's pin that to the top, which is what I just did. Now let's go to the preview. Yeah. I mean, of course it looks fine. Moon's not animated. That looks pretty good, I think. Now let's add my title because, I still need that. ENLIGHTENED-ROBOT. Control A. Right. And we change that to Steelfish. Change the size to You know what? I can do something better. Let's stretch that out just a bit. And let's center it like that. Let's bring it down here. I think it just. Hold on. I think I know what the issue is. Let's bring in a random image. Let's shrink that. And still can't get it, apparently. How to apply scroll effects. How do you scroll fucking use? Oh, thank you, Adobe. You're not helping at all. Not gonna watch a video. Because to enable. Am I not fixed with? Slate properties. Oh no. Wait, I just changed it. Okay, but now, see, now it is fixed with. Yeah, I'm weirded out by this. It is 10:43. I'm still going to continue doing this. I think what might be a good thing to do, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to save this. I'm then going to just go ahead. Do I need to stop it? No, actually, I don't need to stop it because I'm going to keep this thing up. What I should probably do. I do need to work on buttons. And hold on, I'm gonna go bring up something right now. Okay, so the buttons I had: Doom and Cherry Cookies, Thick Skinned, and other projects. What would what what should I use? What would be a good pretty thing to put? Would be a good button setup. See, this is just one of those random things where you're trying to figure out what is the best thing to do. Now, usually, I have. This is where aesthetics gets in the way, and I'm trying to figure out because I kind of have a little glitchy aesthetic. I think because this is so I think because all the drawings and stuff on there are a bit organic, maybe it might be a good idea to go for something a little bit more pixely, in which case I might have to change the logo that I have. Um, yeah, let's see if we can use let's go ahead and use let's go ahead and use Illustrator to make something pixely, maybe something kind of sort of like Undertale. First off, let me just check one thing. Belepephis. Control A. Wait, and do we have? We do not have upheaval. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the screen sharing for a second. File, save site. Folder. Website. Control C. Control V. Portfolio. .muse. Save. Okay, so screen share again. And I am going to go search for upheaval. Font. Upheaval is an actual word, so the font 100% free. I had some guy one of my mutuals on Tumblr. He thought this was the Gumball font, which, yeah, to be clear, it kind of sort of does look like that. Save. Now let's unzip that. Extract all. Extract. Install. I'm opening up Illustrator right now. File new. '80, 20. Okay. So I'm just going to do something pretty basic. Some people are going to make immediate comparisons to Undertale, which is fine. That's pretty close to actually what I'm trying to go for. Let's change the background. Let's make green. Erp. Black. Wait, and the stroke should be. This is why I changed the background. I mean, I could just turn on transparency grid, but to be completely honest, I don't like the grid. The grid distracts me more than just a blank background does. So I just usually go for a solid color. Okay. Let's stretch that out. And I know I need 3. Those are huge. Those would be covering the main thing. So let's do other projects. Let's change that to white and change the font to Upheaval. UP. Edit, cut. Okay, where's the window? Type. Character. And shrink that. And let's shrink. Go ahead and put that on that side. Time to get funky with this. And actually, let's have one more. And let's have it say now I'm going to put these out over in the low gray space, and I do that because I want to export these things individually. So I'm going to go make artboards for each individual one of them. And also, let's get rid of this one. File. Oh, yeah, I'm going to save, so I'm going to stop this for a second. File, export, export as PNGs, and let's go back to the new folder, buttons, and let's call them buttons. Hold on. I did something wrong. Export as use artboards, and let's call it buttons. And let's go ahead and save the entire file as buttons.ai. Okay, and let's get rid of that. Let's go back to Adobe Muse. Okay, so back to screen sharing again. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the buttons. I probably should have put them in a different layer. Edit, cut, edit, paste in place. Let's label that buttons. Bring the moon, not lock the moon. Let's bring the moon back. Let's put the buttons back over here. Actually, I think if I can't get scroll effects, then what might be a good idea is to if I can't do it, then what might be a good idea is just instead of making one long thing, we can just do individual links to all the other things. So let's site properties, fluid width. Hold on, site properties. That is weird. That is weird. What the heck is going on? Huh. Man, there's really quite a few things that I need to figure out. See, I want to put in the bottom. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right. Put these buttons over here. That way I can have my title over here. And then let's change the font. What is it called? It was called Control-A. Preview. What? 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 Why? Why did it do this? That is not what it's supposed to do at all. That is very different than what I needed it to do. fix the buttons.
It's not even right there in the wrong one. It's raining not that now it is. It just rained like a rain of gas from like 2 years ago. No. No, I would do that. I can still see it. Haley, look at me. No, just look at me. Look. I'm looking quickly. Look. Just look. I'll believe it if you look. Look.
See, that's bizarre. Why is it doing that?
I'm not believing that.
Is it because I did the site properties things? Hold on. File. Maybe a site in browser. Huh. Well, that's kind of frustrating. Why can't I remember? Why can't I remember any of this? I made like a really good website once upon a time. Well, that's not the right one.
This will be exactly what the city wants it. He's pretty strict about that.
Well, it's been a few hours. I'm probably still going to work on this, but it's probably not worth streaming anymore. So I don't think anyone really watched this. That is perfectly fine. I'm probably just going to put this on private. But if anybody somehow comes across this later, have a good night.